Guess what? Tomorrow, you guys are going to have a new home. Finally, after 16 months on the hard, our boat is going back in the water. So we're going to wake up early tomorrow morning and we're going to drive down to Deltaville, Virginia, and we're going to watch our boat be hauled in and then start the projects. We need to de-winterize it, we need to clean it, and we have a number of additional projects to do. So this will be our home for the next 2 weeks. What do you think, guys? All right, let's get started. We were very excited to get our boat back in the water and arrived several hours before our haul-in time. We decided to give the dogs some exercise around the boatyard. We had chosen Deltaville Boatyard because it is one of the few places in the Chesapeake that was capable of hauling out our catamaran. Our catamaran is very wide with a 24.2-foot beam.
You got a lot of cleaning to do.
Yeah. Expecting that, so.
Okay. Say we drop it in the water and start on it. Pulling out a little bit of the junk in here, getting it a little bit cleaner, and then we'll fill it up. We'll flush out the polyglycol out of the lines. Then we're going to fill it up some more, put a little bit of bleach in it, let it sit for a little bit of time. We'll empty that out through the lines. That'll also help clear out the lines for a little bit. And then we'll fill these up completely.
What are we doing now? We're de-winterizing our boat.
Today we are putting the hot water heaters back in line with the rest of the water system. They were put away empty and they are full of air. So to do that, we go to the bypass system that I installed last fall, and I turn on the cold water going straight into this hot water heater, and then turn on the other valve that then allows the hot water, once it's made, to go back into the hot water system. In doing so, turning these bypass valves back into alignment, what we'll have to do is bleed the air that's trapped in the hot water heater. And we just do that by going up to the sink in the kitchen or in the bathroom, turn it on, and wait for water to come out. It'll spurt for a while. And that's how you get them back in line and in position to use for the rest of the season. This is my guess. Okay. Hose it down for all the hard stuff and thick stuff, so we can just be on it with not mucking up the insides of the boat now that we've got the inside clean. And then I'll come back up here, douse this off. We'll take both the scrub brushes, we'll soap all this entire top up, we'll rinse it off, and then we'll go next level down.
When we hauled the boat out, we cleaned it pretty thoroughly. Also, we had placed damp rid containers in both hulls and instructed the boatyard to do a monthly check and replace the containers as needed. Fortunately, we found the boat to be quite clean and dry inside. However, it took us several hours to clean the outside of the boat. Next on our agenda was to replace the large table that we had removed from the aft cockpit with a teak table. However, we found that this project took us quite a bit longer than we had expected.
I am marrying two teak tables into one so that we can replace our Gigantor table that came with the boat.
So it looks like there was a lot of work put into these bridges.
We actually had to find some board that would work to marry the bottoms. And so now all I'm doing is lining up the boards in parallel so they go through teak, and then I'm going to turn these both over and put screws in all of these locations.
So it looks like you cut them so that they would
go through so
these.
The problem with this is that because they're leaves and they come out, you need to have these stabilizers under the leaves. But in having them move back and forth, it means you have to notch them. So I'm now going to pre-drill some holes. I am now putting the depth of the screw into these holes in the back of the table, and it has to be the right length so it doesn't drill through the table and show through the other side while we're eating. Nothing more satisfying than the last few portions of a project. Fingers crossed. Hasn't been the most perfect project, but it hasn't been the worst. It's gonna come out okay. So it's safe to say it was somewhat long in coming, but not terribly. Sturdy. Awesome. Time for dinner.
So what do you think about your new table?
It's better than the original that came with the boat.
It's nice.
It is. I'm very happy with it.
It's nice. We can make it smaller.
Yep.
As we want, and that allows the dogs to go underneath if they want.
Yep. We've got leg room for ourselves. We can get in and out.
We can even close this off entirely, so there's plenty of room for us to get in and out.
Yep.
So what's your favorite thing about the table?
That it's done.
I understand that.
It was a little bit more engineering than I expected. It wasn't something that wasn't difficult to do.
It took you a while.
It did take a while.
But you got to meet some carpenters in the area.
So They are being patient because they are awaiting dinner, as I am too, because that's dinner also.
Should we feed them?
We should.
All right.
All right.
Want me to hand them out?
That is Mocha's.
Mocha's?
Hold on. Okay. Put it right here.
Mocha, stay. Leave it.
Back up, Anubis.
Leave
Back up.
it.
Anubis, you're drooling all over Mom. So is Mocha. Oh my God, you guys are just drooling. Are you hungry? Do you think you're a little hungry? Would you like to eat? Would you like to eat? Look at all the slobber. I'm sorry. I know it seems mean, but you're just really funny. We love you. Okay.
And to us.
Yes, to dinner, to the finished table, to the fed dogs, to a happy wife.